the craziest epidemics striking, I want to say, education over the course of the past couple years has been the frighteningly high amount, and I mean the frighteningly high amount, of female teachers having sex with male students, predominantly middle school. I feel like I'm covering this kind of crap constantly. And even stuff I don't cover, I come across this kind of crap constantly. For some reason, exceptionally attractive women are boning middle schoolers. Now, don't get me wrong. At no point in time is any of that correct or any of that right. Okay, there are plenty of men their own age they could have sex with. For some reason, just post-pubescent is what gets them off. It's like a skier going for virgin snow or something. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But we find ourselves once again talking about another teacher. So it says here that this teacher allegedly performed oral sex on a 13-year-old in school. Yeah, this girl here, Brittany Zamora. And I find it fitting, just by the way, that the New York Post used this particular photo of her saying, hey, this chick allegedly blew a 13-year-old. By the way, here's a photo with her mouth open in case you wanted any bit more of just a visual description or idea of what happened. So yeah, Brittany Zamora, a middle school teacher, was caught hooking up with a 13-year-old. And not just caught hooking up with him, right? There's more to the story. There's a lot more to the story. But yeah, you got to see this. So it says that a 6th grade teacher in Arizona, accused of having sex with a 13-year-old student, performed oral sex on him in a classroom. And she told the teen she wanted him every day with no time limit. Brittany Zamora, a 27-year-old teacher at Brisas Academy Elementary School in Goodyear, allegedly had sex with a 13-year-old student 3 times and also performed oral sex on him in her car during encounters from February 1st through March 8th. Zamora said the teen also traded naked photos, he told police, saying their relationship started when she, the married teacher, began flirting with him in a classroom chat group. She then sent the teen a nude picture of herself and another clad in lingerie. Now, like I said, the chick's attractive, right? She's pretty hot here. We all can agree that Brittany Zamora is probably more attractive than your 6th grade teacher. But what the hell? She starts flirting with this kid in class. She starts flirting with this boy in course, and she starts talking to him on a classroom group chat at night. You know, she's sitting there drinking some wine, 3 o'clock in the morning on a Friday. He's playing Call of Duty. She just bings him. Hey, what's going on? And then proceeds to like flirt and send him nude photos and photos of her in lingerie, like as if this boy wasn't gonna run off and tell every single person that he knew about this. I mean, come on, 1-800. Come on now. But it does get a little crazier. So it says here that during one exchange, the teen told Zamora he wanted to have sex with her again. She says, "I know, baby. I want you every day with no time limit." In another message, according to court records, Zamora said, "If I could quit my job and have sex with you all day long, I would." Come on. Like, what the hell is going on here? What in the hell is happening? Just like, why? Okay, for one, this is totally wrong. No mistake about that. But why would you leave like paper trail and paper trail and paper trail? Like, what the hell? Like, this is bad. It should never happen. And I'm glad the paper trail got her busted, you know, but this is happening quite often. This is happening frequently in many cases. And it just boggles my damn mind. Now, she goes on to say that she was arrested last week after the teen's parents found text messages indicating a sexual relationship between the pair. The texts were discovered because the boy's parents had installed an app to monitor his phone. Zamora was taken into custody on one count of obscene material transmission to a minor, according to the Arizona Republic. A court commissioner then found probable cause to hold her on suspicion of 8 counts of sexual contact with a minor, 2 counts of child molestation, and 1 count of transmitting obscene material, according to the newspaper. Now, Zamora told the court commissioner that she would love to go home to be released during her initial court appearance. She says, "I'd love to go home to my husband," and the commissioner set her bond at $250,000. $250 grand. which means she would need 25,000 to meet that 10% quota in order to get herself out on bond. And the thing is, though, this wasn't the only one that she hooked up with. She hooked up with another kid who caught her and the other 13-year-old getting it on. She hooked up with him too. And then her husband, when this whole thing was coming apart, called one of the teen's parents and was like pleading with them to not go to the police over this, right? Like, either the husband was just trying to do straight up damage control, going like, oh crap, 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 oh crap. And then, or this guy was sitting there going like, damn it, Brittany, not again, not again. I told you not again. So got us kicked out of the last place. We had to change our name and everything. Look, this ultimately, truthfully, honestly, 100%, no laughing matter. This is a 27-year-old woman engaging in multiple sexual acts with multiple minors, sending photos of herself naked to these boys, and they're not men, they're boys. They're they just sprouted their first ball hair. All right, they're just post puberty, or in some cases maybe not even hitting it just yet. Well, let's be fair, they probably did. And as a result of this, I'm glad she's busted, and she's going to be going away for quite some time. And when at the beginning of the segment, when I said that this is an epidemic, this is very much an epidemic, but it's one that no one talks about. A few weeks ago, photos came out, or a story came out of a teacher who engaged in sex with a student, and the photos that were used were of her in like a crop top and a bikini bottom holding a fish on the deck of a boat. I mean, this is the kind of material that if her students found, they might be fapping it to. And then that's what they use to kind of like show her off to the world. It's like, look how hot this chick is. She was banging a 14-year-old. What were you doing when you were 14, losers? Like, that's the only thing I can get from that. I know that they want to sensationalize it. I know that they want to make it a big deal. I know that they want to turn it into this crazy thing. And then that's what they use to push clicks. But when you have young boys who cannot consent being preyed upon by female teachers, and it doesn't get one iota of the coverage that a male teacher doing the same thing to a female student would get, it goes to show you that really we value one sex over the other when it comes to this kind of coverage. Now, look, you could argue that boys are different from girls in that regard, right? Because that's an argument people are going to use, that they are. But if girls mature faster than boys, hit puberty faster than boys, then does that mean that they would be more mentally competent at that point in time to be in those situations versus the boy? In which case, wouldn't that put the boy at like a mentally deficient state, unable to fully give consent, knowing what's going on? It doesn't make it any better to say, well, girl, like boys are going to be that. It's just, it's a thing. It's a thing. Not everyone's the same. People, it's not right. It's just, it's not good. And I'm glad she's busted, and I really hope that ultimately this leads to more teachers who are female realizing that it's probably not a good idea for you to fuck your students. What you just saw was a shorter clip from a longer show. The Rustled podcast airs every Sunday through Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard on rustled.net. Please consider subscribing to the channel as well as 3 Buck Theater and potentially becoming one of our sponsors at patreon.com/mundanemat. Thank you and have a great day.